Looking at internal carbon pricing, it will make our companies incompetitive, very frankly. There's a lot of global pressure on us to do that, and we are consciously not doing it. Because, again, as I told you, while we are there to frame rules, we also have to see that competitiveness of our Indian company does not get compromised. So, short answer.
Couple of points to add here. That's a very important question, regarding the carbon footprint. We often have a myth that CFP reduce ho gaya, काम बन गया, खत्म. We don't bother accounting that or not bother, augmenting that to the next year. So when you take up any project, I'll give a live example. Now, we all know battery energy storage system is the future. We have to replace diesel at any cost. But the myth around is, which it is now, is it's very heavy on capex. And specifically when I talk about CNI, you don't see any such installation beyond 1 megawatt as on date. But when you really talk about the fossil fuel reduction and the associated carbon footprint, if you benchmark, again I'm coming to the word benchmark here, if you benchmark that with what European Union has in the regulated market already, just by cutting down the overall emissions, in the last year, we could have secured probably 22 CR revenue had it been the regulated market. And it's high time now that we should not wait for the regulators to mandate that, rather account each and every aspect. So for example, when you go for a construction, when you use some materials, you choose the materials in coordination with your plant teams, architects, etc. Each and every aspect of the embedded carbon must be accounted right there at the conceptual design level. So that makes sense, and not thought as a post facto basis, they make kitna bacha liya. So I think we should be ready now, because once this mandate comes, already I think Rajasthan has mandated the implementation of BESS for a certain amount of the renewable energy which you obtain from solar. And that will get probably percolated to many other states in India. So this is just the time to be ready.
I think regulation will come. It's not, I don't envy the regulators, because you cannot stifle growth as well. That's important. And I think that was Mr. B's point. Sorry, go ahead.
So I also want to add that government is also working on carbon credit schemes. So you will have, eventually carbon pricing is coming. And they also have defined some emission limits on few sectors. So it's already there. Till now we have been discussing, Ministry was working on it, it's almost rolled out. So you will see all such elements of which most of the people are asking questions on probably.
One thing, and this is a closing comment, one thing we have to remember in this room is that we are still producing most of our energy through thermal power plants, right? And that's something that we have to keep in mind. And we need energy to fuel development. There's no doubt about that, right? So we've got to, there has to be a trade-off. Israel, I'm not saying that the trade-off has to be the environment. What I'm saying is the industry has to then evolve mechanisms, like Mr. Ganguly said. Let's prepare ourselves, because it will come eventually. He said Rajasthan is moving towards BESS, right? As well. And offsets is in existence already. So those companies who have voluntarily adopted net zero goals and targets, they are resorting to offsets. There's no doubt about that, right? As well. Okay, so I'm